Hello, hockey fans, and welcome back to the World Cup of Hockey. I am your host, Michael Schick. We've seen the opening games of each of these best-of-7 opening round series. Just a quick recap here. Latvia with the upset over Canada. Switzerland, the upset over Germany. Czechia, a close one over Denmark. Finland pulls away on Ukraine. The U.S. and Russia clean house, with Denmark getting the win over Belarus, and Sweden with the win over France in a convincing win. And a quick look at the leaders here. Ulf Alvstad last game, 3 points, including the empty net, and just a plethora of 2-point performances. Just a quick look at the goalies here. Pretty good stats, even for the losers of some of these games. .971 here for Emelin. It's been a competitive first set of games here. We're on the swing back. We're going to see Latvia tonight take on Canada. Latvia with the upset win. A big reason for that is their goaltender, Kirill Volchenkov. I have him ranked as the 20th best player in Chel history. 10 Vezina trophies. Also for the squad is Sergei Koltsov, who is the 40th best player in Chel history. A tremendous power forward in his own right. Paired up with Alexander Markov, who is the 58th ranked player in Chel history. Tremendous playmaker, can absolutely finish plays when needed, and just an absolute speedster out on the rink. And for Canada, the projected winner of this tournament, even though they've lost quite a bit of quality and skill with the division and having the Québécois join the France team, 100 offense, 100 defense, 97 overall in net. And it starts and stops with the highest rated player in Chel history, ranked as the top defenseman in Chel history, and the number 4 spot, the only 99 overall, Albert Vajiholahi. 14 out of 16 career years winning the Norris Trophy. Just unbelievable. Also won the Hart Trophy. Just the prototypically perfect defenseman. I have him compared to Bobby Orr, but that might be doing him an injustice. Also on this squad, Shawn Macias, the first superstar to ever be drafted. NHL 17, I believe he was. Definitely some good players before him, including Mark Toms, who is also on this squad. But Shawn Macias, for all intents and purposes, easily could be the top-ranked player ever. 54 trophies in his career. Just the best two-way player of all time, if you include offense and defense. Did both at such a high level. Big player, really knows how to finish. And then Jeremy Romano circling out the stars here. Arguably the best shooter in Chel history. I have him ranked as the 11th best player. And Canada will certainly be looking for some revenge here, as Latvia with the surprise win in their first game. And if you're Canada, name of the game here, get pucks early. Try to beat this Kirill Volchenkov, who's just going to be an absolute stud this series, as the opening faceoff goes to Latvia. Stolen away by Canada. Macias tries to make a move. He's pushed off the puck. Petrov in the corner fighting him off. Gets it over to Andronov. Andronov finds Koltsov on the wing. He's in over the line. Cuts it to the middle. He has a shot, and a great save by Tim Hoyles. You don't want Koltsov to just walk in like that. If you're that defense, you got to step up and make a play. As the faceoff is to his right. Won by Latvia. Over to Markov. Drops it to Andronov. A blast, and a great save by Hoyles, as Canada's headed up ice. Romano's on the outside. He cuts it in and misses his man. He still has the puck in the corner. Tries to feed it across. Stolen by Petrov. Vejaholahi gets it back to Macias. Macias is in over the line. He tries to find Patterson, who has a quick shot and steered to the corner. And Eaton in front. And Volchenkov eats that one. Face off to his right. Shots 2-2 early. Zacharias with a blast, and Volchenkov had to be quick on that one. As our Tukin's going the other way. Mikhnov. Stolen back by Tikhonov. Prokhorkin is in over the line. He takes a blast, and that's wide. Prokhorkin, of course, with the 2 goals in the first game, which gave his team the win. Sturbach tries to keep it to Eager. He can't get a shot off. Canada keeps it in. Zacharias over to Sturbach. He takes a shot. Can't get it through traffic. Sturbach tries to find something. Stolen by Dmitriev. Excellent two-way player. Eager gets a quick backhand. And not much of a high danger chance there for Volchenkov as he gets the glove. Toms lines up across from Medvenov. Urquhart at the point gets a quick shot. Lucas Ross had a great chance. Steered to the side by Volchenkov as he gets it around over to Haydar. Haydar in front. And a quick save. Face off to his left. One back by Canada, who tries to get a puck through and blocked. Sergei Jazz, not to be confused with Sergei Jazz from Belarus, the talented defender. Jazz, more of a grinding player. You're going to see him more on the 4th line, penalty kill, and potentially in front of the net. Andronov finds Ulanov, who gets it back to Jazz. Stolen away by Haydar. He's in over the line. He has some room. Can't get a clean shot. Tom's in front of the net, and a wraparound opportunity. Steered to the corner by Volchenkov. Kapitanov in over the line. He tries to make a move. Picked off by Urquhart. Finds Tom Weinrich. Weinrich in over the line. Can't make a move. That's Petrov trying to get around him. Jazz is running out of steam. He's just trying to get this down and maybe go make a change. Rob Layton behind the net. He's hit. Nikolai Frolov tries to find his man, but we got a breakaway going the other way. Tom Weinrich gets a shot and steered to the corner by Volchenkov. Medvenov pinned in the corner. Macias has the puck, fights off his man, can't get the shot through, but Weinrich gets a rebound, and that's steered to the side. Frolov gets it up to Medvenov. He can't get around his man. Going the other way is Chris Eager. He has a shot, and a great save by Volchenkov as he sits on that one. Kirill Volchenkov tested here early. A high volume amount of chances. Nothing crazy that he had to save yet. But Canada certainly putting on the pressure. 11 shots. As the face-off is to his right. One back by Latvia. Nikulin finds Koltsov. Latvia's got to get some shots here, being outshot 11-2. Guillermo De Luca drops it down. Gets it around the boards, picked up by Nikulin. Finds Smirnov. Over to Frolov. To Markov. Tries to cut middle, can't get the pass through. De Luca's headed the other way with Flynn. He has a shot, and a glove save by Kirill Volchenkov. And he sits on the rebound. And the face-off will be to his left. .6:04 left in this first period. Canada all over Latvia. A tie game. Patterson tries to find Romano, and Romano misses the puck. Sadikov heads the other way. Pushed off the puck. Eaton gets it up to Romano. Romano tries to get a shot, but that's poked away by Latvia. Medvedev heading the other way. Dumps it around the boards. Scooped up by Caleb Patterson. Finds Vajaholahi. Romano loses the puck. And Mikhnov is going to be there to regroup his team. Stolen away by Macias. Macias tries to make a move and pushed out by the Latvian defense. Koltsov hits Mikhnov with a pass. Mikhnov tries to make something happen. Tries to feed it back and stolen away by Rowan Haydar. He has some room. Stops, skates middle, one-timer, and a glove save. .247 left in this first period. Shots 13-2. Canada certainly upset with the result of that first game, coming out swinging in game 2. For the amount of talent they have, you thought they would have had more goals in that opening game. I think we're going to see a couple tonight. Artukin heading the other way. Dumps it around, doesn't have much. Toms over to Leighton, picked up by Ross. He's in over the line. Tries to make a move around Mikhnov, but he does a good job keeping him on the outside as that puck rolls right to Volchenkov. Another face-off to the left of Volchenkov. Prokhorkin picks it up. He had the 2 goals in the first game. Can he get something here? As he tries to fight off his man. Kept in by Latvia. Quick shot. Can't get it through traffic. DeLuca's heading the other way. He's going to dump that around. And they're going to chase. But Latvia's going to be there. About 5 seconds left in this one. If they're quick, they can get something. And there is a delayed penalty. We'll have to see what that's about, as this first period is over. Shots coming. Quick and fast. And high volume if you're Canada. And if you're Latvia, you're doing everything right except shooting. You're out hitting them. You're keeping it interesting in the passing percentages and the face-offs won. Time on attack isn't too skewed, but you're being outshot by a difference of 13. There's no better opportunity than right now to change that, as you have the man advantage. We're going to get a look at this Latvia power play. As Markov has it, gets it over to Frolov. Frolov finds Koltsov, who skates and tries to find some room on the outside. Finds the middle. Frolov with a quick shot. Stood up by his man and rolls to Hoyles. Artukin in front of the net, making things interesting. And that should be your strategy with that top unit. Artukin absolutely needs to be in front of the net. As Prokhorkin can't get a shot through, stolen by Macias. He does have the record for most shorthanded goals and shorthanded points. So don't count him out. Getting something going here. Sadikov up to Dmitriev. He's in over the line. Gets stood up by Eager. Dmitriev keeps it in. Back to Medvedev. Prokhorkin with it. To Dmitriev. He gets a shot. Can't get it through. And that's picked up by Macias in the corner. Fights off his man. Dmitriev keeps it in. Tries to get it out front as Patterson pushes his man out. Vajaholahi gets it up to Macias. And they're going to kill this power play. Not really anything going for Latvia there. Only one shot, and not a very high danger chance. Mikhnov with a blast, and that's off the post. That close to being a 1-0 Latvia lead. Vajaholihi getting stood up here on the replay. Kirill Medvedov, the 90 overall two-way forward. As Sturbach is across from Frolov. Two very talented, large power forward centers. Koltsov on the outside. He tries to cut it middle. Frolov with a rebound, and that's a great save by Tim Hoyles. Weinrich headed the other way, tries to get around Tikhonov. Tikhonov doing a good job. Koltsov picks it up. Back over to Koltsov. He's in over the wing. Pinned in the corner. Gets it to Frolov. Back to Koltsov with a quick shot and a great blocker save. Olsen over the line. Finds Weinrich with a quick shot, and that's blocked by Ruslan Andronov, the large defenseman from Lithuania. Weinrich dumps that down. Picked up by Andronov. Finds Artukin. Back to Andronov. And Latvia is headed up ice. Romano heading the other way. Markov gets that puck. Over to Leeson. Nothing there. Brock Lawton headed the other way. And another turnover. As Latvia is headed the other way with Sadikov. Tries to make a move around Brian Urquhart. Pins him in the corner. Kept in by Petrov. Pinned. Romano going the other way. Finds Toms. And he is run over by his man, Vladimir Mikhnov. And Toms is not going to take kindly to that. As Markov keeps this in. Petrov attempts, but he's pushed out the blue line, and they have to regroup. Prokhorkin in front of the net. Pushed out by Urquhart. Leighton behind. Finds it back to Brian Urquhart. Romano with speed on the outside and over the line. And that's stolen away by Sadikov. A lot of neutral zone play in the second period. And Latvia, with the tremendous play of Kirill Volchenkov, the 10-time Vezina winner, is what's really keeping them in this game. They only have 5 shots. And we're more than halfway through this game. Zacharias gets it up to Sturbach. He's in over the line. Tries to make a move to center. Picked up by Latvia. Prokhorkin gets it back to Sadikov. He's got to be tired. He needs a change. As Markov is tripped and Shawn Macias is headed to the box. Certainly not something you want to see if you're Team Canada, as he is your best penalty killer and shorthanded scorer. Yeah, and it's a pretty cut and dry play here. He keeps him on the outside. Tries to fish the stick, but he gets the skates and not the puck. And we're going to see this Latvia power play. Once again, face-off to Hoyles left. Won by Latvia. Koltsov could have a chance, and he stood up by his man. Tikhonov over to Artukin. He's in over the line. He has some room to shoot. And he does, and a great save by Hoyles. Canada going the other way. They're trying to kill this. Their second penalty. Koltsov pushed out by Vajaholihi. Sturbach in over the line. He can't do anything with it. And they got to get back. This is an odd man rush. and stood up on the play by Guillermo De Luca. Not the best there, and he scores! Sergei Koltsov with a blast in the slot, and Latvia is up 1-0 on the power play goal. Everyone was kind of just blown away by the hit. Didn't see Latvia coming the other way. That's Frolov who makes the move around Caleb Patterson, and then just the blast through traffic gets it through. Sergei Koltsov, certainly a player capable of a goal like that. And Hoyles, I don't even think he saw it. 3 other guys in that play there. Very similar to a Ulf Alfstad goal that we saw in the last game. This one with a bit more power, a bit further out. And he's going to climb and tie Ulf Alfstad for the point lead. And this is a 1-0 game in favor of Latvia, who has less than half the amount of shots as Canada. Another weird one here. As Jazz tries to get a shot stood up by Eager and rolls to Hoyles. And he is certainly a player that is not afraid to toss the body. From the NHL 15 franchise I had, always led the league in hits, somewhere in the 350 to 400 hit range, back before NHL knew anything about what to do with volume of hits. I mean, I think the highest you'd see in an NHL 26 franchise would be like 250, but pretty common to have 400 hit guys. As Jazz tries to get something going the other way. Scooped up by Macias, eaten in over the line. He tries to make a move around his man and fails. As it's scooped up by Kapitanov up to Jazz. Jazz getting a lot of ice time tonight. Not really something the fourth liner's accustomed to. As Rowan Hadar's headed the other way. Gets it over to Macias. Pushed off the play by Ulanov. Dmitriev in his end. Finds Nikulin. And they're pinned in the corner here. And that's going to be a penalty. I think they're going to get him for, what, interference? Hitting from behind? It's kind of tough to see from that angle. And they're going to get him for cross-checking. A little bit of a scrum here. Yeah, and then you do see him. It was kind of a light cross-check, but by definition, they're going to call that one. You know we'd love to have that one back. As we're going to get a first look at this Canada power play. Ever so deadly. Xavier, Eaton, Sturbach, and Toms. All guys you don't want to see in front of the net. As Latvia is going to win the draw and head the other way. Tries to feed it through, but picked up by Eaton. As Toms is going the other way, and he is run over. And that one's going to hurt tomorrow. As Canada's forced to dump it down, and Latvia will pick it up. As Macias has an opportunity and hits the post. Latvia is lucky to get away with that one. As Dmitriev finishes his hit behind the net. And Canada's headed the other way. Scooped up by Andronov. He dumps it down. They're just going to kill this. No need to pursue too deeply. As Loughton is stood up by Andronov. Latvia hits this puck around. And Tikhonov tries to get a quick shot through and can't. And the power play is over. Canada can't get much going there other than the Shawn Macias miss off of the post. And that's going to do it for this second period. Latvia with the 1-0 lead. Of course, the big hit before the goal took a lot of attention away from what was going on here. The Frolov deke around Patterson drops it perfectly into place. Koltsov in the slot, slap shot through traffic. And this is a 1-0 game. shots in favor of Canada. Hits, time on attack in favor of Latvia, and Canada with a decisive advantage in the face-off circle. If you're Canada, you do have to minimize the mistakes. You did have the Shawn Macias tripping that felt kind of avoidable that led to the goal. Let's see if they can clean some of that up. Continue the pressure that you've had on the team. It's obviously going to get to them at some point. But you got to keep the foot down. As Macias has an opportunity, and he fans on that with the defender trailing. As Petrov dumps that around, hit by Frolov. Frolov, the talented Estonian. And just a quick note here, that with Team Latvia, you're really looking at Latvian players, Estonian players, and Lithuanian players. Bit of a combination of all three, and a great representation of each, with the majority of those players being from Latvia. As Romano's headed the other way. Koltsov over to Markov. Markov is a Lithuanian, just like Andronov, who's on this top line. Lawton headed the other way. Vladimir Mikhnov stands up his man. Canada keeps it in, and a rebound! And a couple great saves there by Kirill Volchenkov. Medvedev headed the other way. Nobody pursuing him. He gets it to the middle. A great shot and a glove save by Tim Hoyles. Sergei Koltsov always going to shoot it if you let him. Markov with the smart play there, just getting in the way, blocking some of that vision. But this top line for Latvia, Nikolai Frolov from Estonia, Sergei Koltsov from Latvia, and Alexander Markov from Lithuania, really killing the play tonight. They're involved on the goal, and always involved in the play. And we'll see the second lines face up here. And Tikhonov's going to get a quick blast, and Hoyles is going to grab that one. Face off to his left. And Volchenkov has been locked in here. He's shutting down arguably the best offense in the tournament. He did it in the first game. He's doing it here tonight. He is dialed in. Face-off won by Latvia to Dmitriev. And a quick shot and a great save. Another face-off to his left. Latvia wins the draw to Prokhorkin in front. Didn't get the full shot there, as that just kind of flops up in the air and rolls right to Tim Hoyles. A lot of stop-and-go action here, as Canada's going to win the draw. Eager finds Weinrich. Weinrich in over the line. Over to Sturbach. Tries to get a shot through, and fans on it. Mohamed Olsen tries to do something in the corner, as he tries to fight Mikhnov for the puck. Prokhorkin in over the line. He makes a move, drops it to Tikhonov, back to Prokhorkin, and a quick shot, and a rebound, and two tremendous saves by Hoyles. DeLuca heading the other way. Canada needs to get going here. They're running out of time. Prokhorkin making a move here. Dumps it around, tries to get his own dump. I think he's going to get a change. Yeah, that was a good shift for him. One of those players you need to show up every night. As Artukin has the puck, tries to make a move. Loses it to Canada. Mohamed Olsen going the other way. He's in over the line. Stops. Looks middle, gets a quick shot, and an easy save by Volchenkov. Sergei Artukin, the talented power forward. Great shooter, great hitter. All around great leader for his squad. His career really defined just by leadership, aggressive play, and a tremendous shot, and always in the right spot. Looking for those pucks. As this one rolls to Volchenkov. Latvia closing the gap on the faceoffs and the shots on goal as they continue to lead 1-0. Canada wins the draw. A quick shot by Rob Layton, and Volchenkov has to be quick to grab that one. Face-off to his right. Toms wins the draw. Stolen away by Latvia. Stolen back by Canada. Hit off the puck. Nikulin makes a spin move. Still has the puck. Gets a quick shot and a great save. Point blank by Tim Hoyles. What a tremendous effort play by Timofey Nikulin. Not a player known for his theatrics. That's going to get the guys on the bench jazzed. As Ulanov finds Leeson on the wing. He's in over the line. Drops it to Medvedev. Picks the puck. And a great save by Hoyles on the wrist shot. But can we get the replay on the Nikulin effort? Are we going to get it? No, we're not. We're going to have a face-off to the left. Figured they'd at least show the breakaway save. As Andronov gets a quick shot, which is steered to the corner. As Canada goes the other way. 8:23 left in this third period. 1-0. Macias with a blast. He gets it through, but Volchenkov is there. Sergei Koltsov, such an important piece of this Latvia club. The 1 goal tonight, the 2 assists in the first game. Now tied for the lead in the tournament with 3 points. Romano tries to find Eaton but can't as Andronov is there to break it up. Stolen back by Macias. He gets it up to Eaton. In over the line. Romano with the puck. A quick backhand. And that's saved. Canada keeps it in. Gives it away to Latvia. The captain, Sergei Koltsov, with it now. He gets it to Markov. A quick shot and a great blocker save. Macias heading the other way. He'd love to get something here. As he's in the corner. Tries to feed it in front of the net. Goes behind. Romano tries to fight off Mikhnov and fails. Koltsov in over the line. He's on the wing. Makes a move. He's in close. And a great save. Sturbach going the other way. He tries to get it through his man. Stolen back by Latvia. As Koltsov's hit off the puck. A great move by Vajaholahi. He's in. And a great save by Kirill Volchenkov. What else is new? Sergei Jas has the puck now. He makes a move around Caleb Patterson, who's a tremendous defensive defenseman for this Canada club. You certainly don't want a grinder putting you in a blender. As Artukin tries to put pressure on this team, and Patterson's going to wisely throw that to Hoyles. Canada feeling the pressure of this Latvia attack. As they continue to lead, with only 2:28 left, Canada needs something. You got the skill, you've got the notoriety, you have the balance in your team. Where are the goals? You got to wonder if Canada mixes some stuff up here in Game 3. Some different line combination or something. I mean, can't go down 2-0 to Latvia here. Latvia, a great team in their own regard. But you're Canada, man. As there's a minute left in this game, Artukin boxes out his man. Tries to make a move around Eager. Feeds it into the middle, and Petrov with a one-time opportunity that would have absolutely put this game away. A game that's already headed that way as Tim Hoyles is pulled. Guillermo DeLuca tries a backhand shot, and that's not good. Petrov coming the other way. He's got a shot here. He could get the empty net. Finds Dmitriev, and he scores. Ivan Dmitriev with the dagger. And Latvia is going to get out of here up 2-0 in this series. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Latvia really playing the Canadiens well. And if you're Team Canada, there's really no excuse. You have some of the best players all time. You have, in my opinion of these guys, the second best and fourth best players. Don't forget number 11, Jeremy Romano. Where was he tonight? You need these star players. You need to get them going. As they're going to pull the goalie again. Latvia has a chance to make it 3-0 here. As Koltsov has the puck. He shoots it, but he misses. And that's going to do it here. Team Canada down 2-0 in the game and 2-0 in the series. Latvia trying to stun the world here. And nights like that in net from Kirill Volchenkov will help you do it, as he was unstoppable. They had their opportunities, none better than that one off the post by Macias. He'd love to have that one back. With the game winner here, this beautiful play by Nikolai Frolov. Makes the move, throws a screen on the other two. Koltsov with the blast. Hoyles never saw it. Hoyles is your third star. He absolutely had a good night in net. Not going to win a lot of games when your team scores 0 goals. As Koltsov gets the second star. And Volchenkov, of course, first star. With saves like these. Pretty easy one there. And that's going to do it here. This is the World Cup of Hockey, and we'll see you later.